Every time I make birria, it gets a little better. It takes several hours to make, so I always want to find a way for it to be better than the last time. This time I used whole dried chilies instead of powders, resulting in my best consomme. Start with a large chuck roast and some oxtail. Coat it all generously in salt and pepper, then set aside while prepping everything else for the broth. Dicing a bunch of onion, most for the broth, some for the garnish. Rough chopping some garlic, and a few tomatoes. Then for the chilies, I've got whole ancho, guajillo, and de arbol, then some chipotle powder. Give them a rinse and cut the stems off and soak in water. At the stove, preheat a large Dutch oven with just a little oil and brown all of the beef, turning to sear all sides before removing and adding the onions and garlic. Then the tomatoes and the soaked chilies. Once bubbling, add in some cinnamon, cumin, cloves, fish sauce, apple cider vinegar, and a carton of beef broth. Cook it for about 15 minutes, letting the chili soften, then blend until smooth. Now we're going to add the beef back in with a few bay leaves. Cover and simmer for 4 or 5 hours, checking every hour and flipping the meat each time we check. You can always add some more water if you over-reduce the broth. Once the beef is fall-apart tender, remove it as well as the bay leaves and ladle all the broth into a blender. Blend until super smooth, run it through a mesh strainer to make it even smoother. Then shred all of the meat. The roast should fall apart pretty easily, the oxtail might take a little more effort. Then assemble by dunking a corn tortilla in the consomme. Fill it with cheese and beef, and fry until crispy on both sides. Garnish with the reserved onion, cilantro, and lime juice.